What's up guys, it's Punchy, and today we're diving back into Deepwoken with something real different. I'm talking about a game-breaking addition that kind of flips the whole script on how we move around the world, and it's really fun. You already know that it's the Thresher Jockey mount that just dropped, and it's kind of insane. Now, mounts, or let's be real, the only mounts, bring a whole new flavor to the game. But here's the thing, you wouldn't believe half the jank this thing could pull off unless you actually tried it. So today, we're putting it through the ringer, testing the weird, the wild, and the straight-up busted interactions that make this thing a whole experience. Let's get into it. Before we jump into the madness, let's break down how you actually get the Thresher mount and what it can do. So first things first, to snag one of these guys, you'll need 3 Thresher eggs and 3 of your hard-earned crowns. You can head over to Hive and talk to Sordino, the beast tamer, hand him the goods, and boom, now you're a proud owner of your very own rideable Thresher. It's pretty simple, right? But I gotta be real, I've got a problem with how crowns work in this game, and especially for the system. Like, sure, fine, make us pay per slot if you really want to, and we can only have that Thresher on that character, but crowns as a resource should absolutely be account-wide. It already takes enough effort for the average player to track down a world event boss and secure those crowns, and having to grind that on every single character, that's just unnecessary and annoying. Anyway, the Thresher's main goal is simple, mobility. It's built to get you from point A to point B, but how it does this is where things get, a little bit weird. So we've got our basic walk, which is, yeah, it's kind of slow. It's not winning any races, but it does get the job done. But by pressing dash or Q, the Thresher kicks it into sprint mode, and suddenly you're zooming, and this is pretty fast. It's not perfect, but it is a solid step up, and honestly, I'm still holding out for a Thresher burrow mechanic one day. Imagine just dipping underground mid-chase with those iframes, that would be nasty, but for now, it's just a dream. Also, if you get put into combat or try to use a weapon while mounted, the Thresher instantly vanishes and you're forcefully dismounted. So now that you know how it's supposed to work, let's talk about how it actually breaks the laws of Deepwoken physics and creates some of its own. For starters, you can actually abuse Link Strider in most of its entirety while riding on your Thresher mount. While not being able to heal players with the mantras or sap enemy health, you can still combat tag enemies by placing your links with a specific keybind, and they straight up cannot catch you. So this will combat tag enemies and slow them slightly, just like the buff, and similarly this works with allies, allowing you to place the link, uphold the passive resistance, speed, and damage increase while setting up your next Link Strider mantra. And this isn't just it, with yet another support buff that may or may not be intended. If so, this is actually kind of brain dead. Running around on your Thresher Jockey mount locks you out of using combat abilities, but you can still perform all of your vows on players during a fight. So for support builds that just run around out of combat, yeah, you can buff your friends, steal their resources, recall them easily, and even, move around during the summoning vow. If you want to use summoning, this places them at the initial cast area, but you can move safely for free, which usually doesn't happen. Sleeping allied players or exploding them on a mount is also kind of funny, but it's a bonus. Most support gameplay needs to be kind of risk-free, and well, it's perfect for that playstyle. And if you're unsatisfied with the speed of Threshers, speed bonuses will work if they are applied before the beast is summoned. For instance, moving normally is kind of slow, right? But if you drink a speed potion beforehand, this is kind of ridiculous and still buffs you. Additionally, this can work with negative speed modifiers and slowing potions, or even other speed options, and it's crazy. Now, onto the goofy resistance stuff. Threshers can kind of ignore types of damages just because, and that's funny. For some reason, it's possible to walk over lava and damaging bricks without taking any tick damage, and maybe this is intended. Even in layer 2, they're fast enough to outspeed the blowing gale wind, which could be their true calling because Threshers are resistant. Clearly, there is so much more to explore when it comes to this specific mount in Deepwoken, but just with its introduction into the game, it's brought a whole new wave of possibilities previously viewed as impossible. So, what should they add next to the Thresher, and what mount should be made next? Leave your own thoughts down below, and I'll tell the devs. Anyway, thank you to everyone who supports the channel, it really means a lot. If you want even more content, you can join up down below, and for updates or to reach out directly, join my Discord. And if you're interested in running with my guild, the Apothecary, you'll find a link down there too. Finally, join my UGC group since I just dropped a new set and I'm still cooking. Big thanks as always for the support, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one, it's punching time.